Hey guys, so I'm out trying to find some new locations to shoot some videos, and I think I found one. And here's a quick little look of how it is. Not bad, right? It was really pretty, you know, it's like I like the hills that kind of surround it, it'd be a nice little backstop. But I was hoping to shoot part 2 of the barrel bedding video today, but the wind, not conducive to testing accuracy, even though I could blame my poor shooting skills on the wind. But let's give it an honest test. So we're gonna have to put that part off for today. But instead, I had a buddy who gave me his Remington 721 to play with. And the reason why I'm playing with it is because it has the annoying habit of when you chamber around every once in a while, it goes off without pulling the trigger. It goes off when you chamber around and you take it off safe. That would be pretty exciting, don't you think? You'd definitely be very conscious of where your muzzle is. Well, we're going to see if we can duplicate the problem that he's having. And then we'll go back to the bench and see if we can figure out why. Well, we know why it's happened, but we're going to fix it. We're going to put a new trigger on it. But what I've been reading in the forums, it's not that simple. Stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get this thing to touch off one at a time. You ever see Elf and he's playing with the Jack-in-the-Box trying to get it to go off? And I'm not sure if doing the safety and the firing pin in between is the way to go. Now, he did say he had this go off twice out of about 50 to 60 rounds. So he was firing it. I don't know if the firing set up the condition or not. We'll see. I don't have 50, 60 rounds with me. Something's odd. Did you see that? As soon as I went forward, it went off. Can I duplicate that again? All right. Let's try it for real. Hold on. I'm sure that's safe. Oh man. Does that happen every time? Let's drop the safety back. All right. One more time. Finger away from the trigger. Boom. That would have gone bang. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. All right. That's enough fun. Let's fix this. Alright guys, so back to the bench, got everything broken down already. Now the plan is to swap out to a Remington 700 Elite Hunter, a Timony. So that should be really nice. But just to give you an idea of what is going on, so here is the factory trigger. You can see how the safety clears the back of the tang here. Now if we swap over to the Remington, see on the Remington, it actually hits. So we're going to need to relieve ever so slightly material right back here in order for this to clear and to operate. Which sounds like it's what people have been doing when I've been reading the different forums. So not reinventing the wheel here. I have it basically set up to how I'm going to start working. And I'm just going to start working this area with a file. And I'm using this blue painter's tape as an indication of where I want to stop. That way I have a nice visible edge as I'm going. So right now, with the safety selector all the way back, it stops short of the tape there. And when you push it forward, it's stopping short of the tape here. Now it still has more to pivot into place. So I'll probably have to adjust it while I'm going, but this will give me a good ballpark area to start. And the trick is going to be to make sure that you check this often so you don't go farther than you have to. And just so you know, I have a safe edge on the file, so that way I'm not cutting this way as I'm drawing the file. Still plenty short, but we're still going to check. It's when you stop checking and you just assume that you're good is when it bites you. I'm just re-flattening everything because it looked like I was starting to dig a little bit into the corner. So I want to try to keep this as flat as possible as I'm going. That way I'm not trying to clean up at the end and find out that I went too far. Okay, still got a ways to go. Now I'm working the file with my cutting edge this way a little bit because as I was going, I was creating a slight slope towards the butt of the rifle. So I'm working it back towards the muzzle end. Still a ways to go. Keep thinking that I'm getting close, and then I question how close I really am. So the game plan, so I'm going to get it to where I just barely clear, and then make sure that the safety has plenty of clearance going this way, because I don't want to get to my final depth and then realize that, oh, I got to go this way, and as I'm doing that, I'm accidentally taking off more material as I'm filing to correct my clearances. So I want to sneak up on it. You should sneak up on it if you're ever lucky enough to do this. Yes, I said lucky. I'm sure some of you are asking, hey, nobody, how did you know to do this? I mean, just this in particular, besides just reading the forums. Well, it's kind of a little bit of imagination and problem solving, and you just kind of have to look to see what is going on and then figure out what do you have the stones to go ahead and do. So, but I cleared this with my friend, said, hey, this is probably what I'm going to have to do. And he said, make it work. And I said, okay, I'm dumb enough to try if you're willing. So here we are, hoping that it turns out well. Now, the $1,000,000 question that you're also probably asking is, you got this nice bright shiny spot sitting right here. And I'm like, yeah, I do. But I got a plan for that. I also got a plan for, there's like some surface rust, which you might be able to see that on the bottom of this plate here, that we're going to take care of. And I'll show you how that's done. And it'll be the first time I've ever done it. Oh, I see what's going on. So the bottom of this lever here kind of comes up like this and then sticks over right here. So that's my clearance area right now that I got to worry about. I was sitting there thinking, oh, look how close I am. I got that, but nope. It was teasing. All right, let's sand it. I have the trigger attached to the action because I wanted to check to see how it fit. So as you can see, it is holding the firing pin back. When I pull the trigger, it lets go. That's a good sign. If I pull safe, pull the trigger, it's not letting go. If I press it into fire, it doesn't let go. That's a good sign. And it lets go. Now, I have plenty of clearance up here towards the front, but as I move towards the back, I noticed that I actually dived in just a little bit. So I'm probably going to take a little bit more material back here just to make it look correct. It's not going to bug anyone other than me, but you know what? I can do it. Now, since I want to work just this side right here, I put a little bit of Sharpie mark so that way I know where to file. All right, and there we go. Now, what are next steps? So next steps are going to be, I need to blue this area so that way it's protected. Now, how am I going to do that? I'm going to use a product from I believe it's rustblue.com, and they got a process that you do it by steaming it and adding a chemical to it to do all the black magic voodoo that it does. So it'll be a fun learning experience for me, and you get to see it as well. And so that way, if you're ever in this position, or if you got something that you need to blue, you can do it. And the way these guys do it is you don't really need any special equipment. You can go to the dollar store and get what you need and make it happen. So there is a small humidifier. So, but you can use just one of your little moisturizing, yeah, it does this, humidifiers that you use in like a bedroom or something. So, but that allows everything to happen. Also, a carding wheel will be used on this, but also I'm going to be applying the rust blue to these other pieces that have seen a little bit of better days. But we're also going to be stopping the rust, and there's a process for doing that. So I look forward to doing all this for the first time. You guys feel good that I'm having all these firsts with you? It should make you feel special. I'll see you for part 2.